I'm so confused.
Really let down. I don't think you guys realize that the lawsuit is still going.
The lawsuit's still on.
I don't think you guys realize the lawsuit is not over. And I don't think you realize I've been fighting this lawsuit since August.
Everybody just doesn't know what the law is. I'd eat as a trademark lawyer. I literally wouldn't. I'd rather boil my skin.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you guys don't want to hear about that because we have a big topic to hit. What used to be the headliner of the stream, Ethan Klein, is done with another lawsuit. So we've seen the Casey Tron lawsuit. The Denims lawsuit is obviously still ongoing. We've got recent updates on the channel that you can check out about the Snark lawsuit and how Squash was just demolished. And now Ethan's going to be able to individually sue the Reddit moderators over on the H3 Snark subreddit or Leftovers H3. So what are we here to talk about today? I think you already know. Frogan has lost her lawsuit to Ethan Klein. She has a default judgment, meaning that they just didn't submit anything. I've been watching a shitload of Lust the last couple days, and he's been breaking this down for me in a way that I can understand. Basically, they have X amount of time to do something, to respond. Even if they apparently wrote on a piece, I think this is a joke, but even if they just sent in something, they could have got back like we need a 90-day extension to provide what the judge is actually looking for. That could have happened. They literally just didn't do anything. Frogan hired a lawyer who, to my knowledge, is $950 a year. Not $950 an hour, not $950 a session, $950 a year for full service. So she obviously was looking for the least expensive lawyer possible, which is crazy because she has like $40,000 in donations that were supposed to go towards her legal fees, her case. And I mentioned in my coverage initially, we'll find out later, these quote-unquote legal fees are also Bill's personal expenses from lost wages and damages. So I'm not saying that we're chibi reviewing here with $38,000, but we might be chibi reviewing here. We'll see. We'll see. But obviously a default judgment is catastrophic because they'll just basically give Ethan whatever he wants. He can get maximum damages from Frogan, who probably can't pay them. She'll have to declare bankruptcy, but there's question as to whether that would even matter when it comes to these types of damages. So we're in a crazy situation here. I don't think that anyone was expecting it to go down quite this way. Apparently, Ethan had been in settlement talks with Frogan for about 6 months now, and they fell through. So that's it. It's been listed as a default judgment by the judge. Appearing from the records in the above cited action, that summons has been served upon the defendant's name below, and it further appearing from the affidavit in the counsel for the plaintiff, and other evidence is required for FR Civ P55 that each of the below defendants have failed to plead or otherwise defend in said action as directed in and said summons and provided in the federal rules of civil procedure. Now, therefore, on request of counsel, the default of each of the following named defendants is hereby entered. Yeah, that's that's the worst case scenario. So we've seen it all. We've seen Casey Tron do the settlement and have to just give a statement and provide X amount of damages to Ethan Klein, presumably what was in the thing, the whatever was left of her thing, but there might have been more money. I'm not exactly sure at this moment in time. And if it was told, I don't really remember it. But meaning, basically, Casey Tron's financial future wasn't completely destroyed by her settlement. Denims is still fighting. She's declaring that she needs more money in the suit against Ethan Klein. So that's still ongoing. We don't know how that one will end. But now we're seeing someone who didn't fight back at all and is not facing a default judgment. They've received a default judgment. This is something that's really happening right now in real life. And Frogan is kind of fucked. So didn't she do a GoFundMe for lawyers? What did that money even get used for? A default judgment means she didn't even bother to show up. DoorDash. Which of course is a joke. Someone's saying that it means she didn't go, right? Does it? Okay, so just for context, a default judgment means that she'll be applied the maximum damages. So yes, there are consequences to a default judgment. It means you lose the most. You mean you've lost the most you could possibly lose. Yeah, that's bad. LMAO, please send me money so I can defend myself against the lawsuit. Gets $40,000. Never shows up in court. Spends 0 legal fees. Profit? Again, we don't know what she spent, but yeah. If she did spend money, I feel like she might have been scammed. I still can't get over how fucking stupid people need to be to donate to people like this. But Hassan told us to donate to her, so we just follow and don't critically think for ourselves. Hassan fans. How could this happen to my favorite up-and-coming streamer of the year 2 years in a row? Thank you.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last
Oh my
night, and after
God,
watching Nick's
stop.
stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled on this shit.
Another victim falls to Ethan's legal conquest. Playable now alongside all your favorite characters in Invincible versus.
I bought that game.
On most platforms.
Thank you. How could this happen to my favorite rising star? People always get this wrong and it bugs me. She was nominated 2 years in a row. She only won the second time, which is even funnier if you think about it. You can't be best new artist 2 years in a row if you lose the first time. Yeah. Time for her to beg for her 4 viewers to give her more money. What was the, was this a stealing content lawsuit? Yes. It wasn't just stealing content, but actively telling her audience, yeah, we know the spiel. We know what the lawsuit was at this point. No shit, she should have settled. She probably couldn't afford a lawyer. Well, then she shouldn't have raised nearly 40 grand.
Latest video.
That's the reality. Maybe she shouldn't have raised that much money if she had no intention of fighting it. Wondering if that star is still rising. And you could say like, oh, well, maybe that wouldn't be enough. We saw with Casey Tron, it was enough to do what she needed. Yeah, I mean, she could have just did what Casey Tron did. Did she stick with her strat of ignoring everything? Reddit cares message. Apparently, the past few months, they were trying to work out an agreement, but she refused to budge. I'm assuming he wanted a public apology. Mods banned me. Hello, you have been banned from livestream fail for 3 days because of your comment. It violates the community's rules. What? Why did the mods ban him from that? I once said some factual comment that was mildly anti-Hassan. I got the exact same ban. What the? Okay, that's crazy. Is this guy lying? That's deranged. How much did Ethan sue her for? In this, it's up to $150,000 per work of infringement, but the actual amount will be set by the judge when he makes the final ruling. There's a hearing for it. The way I understand it is if they get a default judgment, Ethan can just ask for maximum damages. I might be wrong on this. That's how it's been described to me, but I guess we'll get more information when we watch Loss. But there's no reason, if they're like not contesting it, there's no reason for the judge to give a lower ruling, I'm pretty sure. So this could be absolutely insane. Isn't this just filing for default judgment? Isn't there one more step for him to have won? Yeah, from my understanding, they filed for it. The judge will have a hearing and decide. If she shows up, she'll have a good excuse for and has a good excuse for missing deadlines without asking for extensions. The court doesn't mess around. So what does this mean for people who don't know court slang? In a civil court, a default judgment is when the judge rules in favor of the plaintiff, the one doing the suing, Ethan, due to the defendant, the one being sued, Frogan, not even showing up for court or filing any motions to dismiss. Often in civil court, the judge will just decide things. Various types of judgments like this is the type the judge was basically forced into. They negotiated, it failed. She had some time to respond, didn't. That means more or less the judge will now look at all the claims. There's no counter from her and decide how much of it is valid, and then she'll have to pay. Yeah, there's a bit more to this. She does have the right to appeal a default, usually within 30 days. She has to have an extremely good and airtight reason she didn't respond. Didn't she say on camera she was just ignoring everything? Hard to appeal if a clip of that exists. Yeah, I mean, she's fucked at that point. So, moving along from here, Asmon Gold reacted to this. We'll take a look and see what he had to say.
Ethan Klein has won the lawsuit against Frogan with a default judgment. Damn. Like, just doing that, not even...
It's funny because, like, this loss is probably going to be worth more money than her entire career has generated to this point.
Not even responding at all. Losing $40,000. What does default mean? It means she loses by default because she didn't respond to it. How much will she have to pay? I hear people using saying the number 40,000. I don't know really if...
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 40,000. I would be shocked if the default judgment is just the money she raised. And like plus 2,000. I just don't believe that's going to be the case.
If it's 40,000 is accurate.
Imagine if they turn around and they're like, yeah, I think this is like $2,000. And then she just keeps the rest. That would be a huge loss.
Millionaire.
But I don't think that would happen.
Oh, no.
No, it'll cost her much more. Yeah, I can't really see this being south of 100,000. If there's 2 counts, right? Or is there 1 count for her?
So there's this creature named
both?
Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment called The Ultimate Rape Reviews.
It's cathartic to see that 40K in the GoFundMe basically just get handed to Ethan. All Blood had to do was be
Oh my
patient.
god, it's the
If
fucking
you're patient,
Warhammer guy
there's
again.
a certain 40k you can also get by wish list on Total War Warhammer 40k on Steam.
You guys are deranged. I love you guys. You are the best shot.
This is this is the next victim.
On Friday, May 22nd, start.
And we're gonna cover this after. I have that loaded up to talk about. Oh god, it's Legal Mindset. I want to hear, what did Legal Mindset have to say? I don't want to get out of order, because obviously the second half of the segment is about Noah Sampson. If you guys don't know, the defamation lawsuit is continuing.
Also in that lawsuit were Casey Tron and Denims, but of course Casey Tron, as we saw, stepped out.
As to the GoFundMe money, to the extent there are any remaining funds after...
Yeah, I don't know why Asmongold watches this dude in particular on stream. It just seems like a really... Again, maybe... Because he seems like he doesn't want to interact with people anymore after the whole Tectone thing, so this is like walking into a rake for him.
I pay my attorney's fees. I have agreed to pay the remaining funds to the Kleins.
And Denims is...
Absolute blowout. Total domination.
Basic complaint.
All right, yeah, so we're not really getting much of a response here. So Frogan has apparently commented on defaulting on the lawsuits. These two clips recorded, one from the start of her stream, one later in the stream. She starts to cope and try to get people to feel sorry for her. Now, can I speculate a little bit here? I don't think this makes sense. I think there are reasons why I would be wrong. And I'm not saying this is as a definitive fact. I'm wondering if she was like, hey, I have to issue a public apology, and Hassan just offered to front the bill. Whatever it is, whatever they give you, I'll just fucking pay it, and then we'll move on with our lives. Now, I don't know if he would do that. I think the reason why that's probably not accurate is it makes more sense to fund her legal battle rather than fund her defaulting. So... I don't know when that conversation could have happened or if it would have happened. He said in the past that if he does like give them money, you wouldn't know about it. But the only reason that she wouldn't be squirming and terrified right now is if whatever this is a number that won't matter to her.
As good as
I doubt Hassan's gonna front 150k for Frogan. I'm telling you right now, unless she's just completely on drugs, I don't even know how you stream after defaulting on something that could cost you over $100,000. I don't even know how you even... Like, this could be, if it's 2 counts, it's like up to $300,000. There has to be some aspect of this that we don't know. There's something here that we don't know.
I can be.
Wouldn't life happens that? I would be fucking on as many SSRIs as the quartering.
Happen.
I would be, I've never had, whatever the fuck, what does he have? He's got like the anxiety diarrhea. I think I would acquire that.
I guess the important.
People are like, Nick's giving Frogan way too much credit here. Dude. This is not like an intelligence thing. This is fight or flight.
The goat.
Nick's dude. She's so intelligent, bro. I'm just saying, if this was me, I would be panicking. I would be mortified. I would be fucking losing my shit right now, looking down the barrel of a smiling Klein, bro.
To do that,
Frogan, why didn't you just have the lawyer file anything? Why didn't you just settle? Okay, yeah, all right, we gotta stop that one immediately. Stop that one stat. I don't want to hear a word of that.
Unfortunately, I am not going to make... Some of you may have seen that there was an...
Dude, Frogan noticed more than 3 viewers in her chat today and went, oh, it must have come out.
Update on my lawsuit today. But unfortunately...
Dude, there's an update on my lawsuit. I didn't know about it until it came out on Twitter.
I am not going to make a comment at this time.
I think you already did.
When I can, I will.
This tells me there's more in the pipeline, chat. There's got to be more in the pipeline. What do you mean? She's already lost. What can't she say?
But not right now.
This is just bizarre. It's even more bizarre that this is what a Frogan stream actually is.
Yeah.
I wonder how this rising star has yet to fully rise.
Thank you.
If Nick played Frogan singing anymore on the stream, he would have gotten copyrighted by a dying cat. From Chris Benoit. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Was that a fart or a sound that she made while attempting to sing?
But assumptions make an ass out of you and me.
So Frogan is teasing that there's more to this than meets the eye. Keep that in mind. Imagine Ethan also wanting to break from life when Frogan was spreading misinfo about him trying to ruin his life and steal his revenue from his own video. Respectfully get wrecked. She said literally nothing. What a waste of 2 minutes. That was probably as intelligent as a Hassan Piker clip of the same length.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5.
Didn't she take a break from life after she got the GoFundMe money? I mean, I don't know what she's been doing recently, but it sounds like she's been just swimming. She speaks with pauses between every other word. Drugs? Inbred? You guys only assume I defaulted because that's what it says in a court document. Why don't you stick to the facts? It's kind of crazy. She says it like there's a legal reason she can't comment. But is there? Assumptions have literally just made an assumption of you. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Doesn't have the gritty emote cringe. Oh no, anyway. If she still only had a Fortnite item shop code. Yeah, guys, unfortunately Frogan doesn't have a Fortnite item shop code, but that doesn't stop you from using code DeOrio in the Fortnite item shop to save $0 and give me money! Yeah, I have a code. She doesn't, but I have a code. Frogan's 200,000 goal GoFundMe, which obviously was not met, both are still up, received a community note pointing out that the money was not used as a legal oh my god, bro. This is bad. This is so fucking bad. Ethan Klein is suing me for reacting to a video about myself. I have made a GoFundMe to raise funds for my legal defense.
Hearing about Frogan and the Ethan lawsuit after all the quartering drama is like going back to watch Iron Man 1 after finishing Endgame to see where it all began.
Oh, bro, stop. Frogan has lost the lawsuit by default, meaning the money raised in the GoFundMe was not used for a legal defense. And again, her defense to this point could be, I paid somebody, he just didn't do it. I wonder if that's her defense for defaulting, is that she thought something was happening the entire time because she paid a lawyer to do something and he just didn't file anything. Maybe that'll be her defense. And again, just taking a look at Frogan's legal fees here. After nearly 2 years of a targeted harassment campaign against me, yawn, Ethan Klein has now escalated
insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Thank you.
Ethan has taken down Frogan, much like how Solid Snake takes down Liquid Ocelot and concludes the battle between him and the Patriots, which you can experience in Metal Gear Solid 2 Master Collection, releasing August 27th.
Yep. So, take a quick look at the verbiage here. We already mentioned it, but I'll say it again. After nearly 2 years of a targeted harassment campaign against me, Ethan Klein has now escalated it into suing me for reacting to his video on Hassan and myself on his video titled Content Nuke Hassan Piker. This fundraiser is to cover any and all legal fees associated with his complaint. Any counterclaims I might have against him,
and any other bills or personal expenses from lost wages and damages arising from this litigation.
So, this is a guess. This is speculatory. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. Let me just go full screen here. Allegedly. Okay, that's an L. Think of that as an L. There. Okay, you guys get the rest. It's alleged, okay? So, hypothetically, if we're looking at a graph and we're trying to determine where...
So there's this creature named Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment called the Ultimate Rape Reviews.
Went.
You know, I never wanted to default. I asked for lawsuit funds 5 times. Everything was refused.
You know, I never wanted to default. I asked for lawsuits funds 5 times. Everything was refused. Okay, so here we go. So if I had to guess, this is just a theory, a game theory, I would guess that the legal fees that were used for things such as Uber Eats or like bills, credit card bills are probably like this box right here. Like this box right here is probably that number. You know, this is probably that number. And then the amount used for legal fees, again,
Nick just
purely hypothetical.
Me viciously on Twitter.
I don't have any evidence to back this up. It's just my guess. I'm assuming these are the legal dollars. It's probably this is how I'm assuming until I see further evidence that the funds were probably spent, if that makes sense. That's my guess. That's my guess. Which would, by the way, and if that is the case, that hypothetical, if that is the case, then that still wouldn't be fraud because she put that disclaimer in. Now, to my knowledge, Denims and Casey didn't do that. And we pointed this out.
Thank you for the bribe.
That if Frogan goes and runs off with the money, her verbiage in here would technically allow her to do that. And I can't imagine how the Palestinian children must be feeling, knowing that this $38,000 went to a default lawsuit loss. Isn't that insane? This is $38,000, $38,801 that could have gone to Palestine charities from a community that's continuously fucking slamming. Oh, why don't you talk about Palestine? Why don't you talk about Palestine? Why don't you talk about Palestine? And they spent this on Frogan to defend herself, and she lost with a default judgment, and I guarantee they don't feel scammed at all. I guarantee those people don't feel like their money has been wasted at all. Keep in mind, like, unless you're really, like, a fan of a content creator and you know the facts of a situation, just don't give money in situations like this. I don't usually. I'm going to be a total hypocrite on that. If I get sued, I'm throwing a GoFundMe up in a minute. But know that I'm not going to keep that money. Know that that money is going to be used for the intended practice if I ever have to create one of these. But yeah, that's just, it's sad. $200K for a lawsuit. I mean, there's a chance she owes north of $200K right now, right? I mean, yeah, that doesn't seem like a crazy number, which is crazy because, again, remember, Ethan Klein is a misogynist because he sued 3 women and all that stuff. And Frogan has had a GoFundMe up here for what? A year now? Almost a year now? Probably like 8 months, 7 to 8 months now, 9 months. I forget when this was filed, but it's been up for a while. There's no, okay, I'm making sure there's
Thank you for the
Thank you for the prime. But she's been fucking up here. 11 months Frogan's been getting sued by Ethan Klein, and that community raised $38,000 to defend her. Even after Casey Tron's settlement was done, even after Denims kept fighting and said like Frogan might be next or something, she kind of like snubbed her in her like fundraising thing. Denims was only able to accumulate, and I'm not kidding you, $58,000. $58,000 in 11 months. That's what Denims did. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Noah Sampson was sued recently by Ethan Klein in a controversial lawsuit announcement video. He put out a video. Here, this is the one.
It's official.
Noah Sampson put out a video in one day. He has raised, and I am not kidding you, $59,000 in his fight against Ethan Klein. This is a serious statement. Ethan is misogynist for suing women. Denims raised $58,000 in 11 months. Frogan raised $38,801 in 11 months. Noah Sampson in one day raised $59,000. So I'm going to ask who the real sexist is. Who is the real sexist in this situation? Is it because they think he's got a better chance? That might be the case. I just think it's interesting that as soon as a guy gets sued, he immediately passes every other person in this entire... He goes from the bottom all the way to the top of, like, received donations. I'm just... Guys, listen, misogyny, sexism, I don't throw those things around like that. But it's kind of crazy. I find this kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that they're saying stuff like this. Kind of crazy. Anyway, moving right along here. That's the Frogan. We'll keep that open for later in case we need it. So here's Luss's video. Shout out to Luss. He's been doing a ton of coverage on this, so it's been really easy to follow and easy to break down.
Hey guys, today I am going to talk about
And he's been calling this. He's been saying there's a chance that this is going to happen for a while now.
GoFundMes, specifically Frogan's in this video, but Noah Sampson is the reason that I'm going to talk about this. So there was a bunch of, oh, Noah's so awesome, he doesn't have a GoFundMe. At that time, he wasn't sued. But the first thing...
Yeah, Ethan announced he was suing Noah a year ago, then filed on like the second to last or last day. And instead of raising money for a lawsuit, he raised money for Palestine and put up $500,000 to Palestinian aid, which I think is respectable. I think that's a respectable thing to do. But if he was getting sued, I think everyone would, especially in the position of content creators, would throw up a GoFundMe. Unless they're like Ethan Klein levels of rich, I think majority of them would would throw up a GoFundMe for community support. That's an expectation that I don't think is unreasonable.
That the Ethan Klein's lawsuit instigated was Frogan, Denims, and Casey Tron all.
And honestly, I thought that if Ethan Klein was going to sue him, it would be right after his community gave him 500 grand for Palestine. So I was kind of thrown off guard that he even filed that.
Launched GoFundMe's within 48 hours. This is Noah.
And this might be the explanation we were looking for, because as we'll talk about later, he's using the remainder of the funds. I don't think there will be a remainder of these funds if this lawsuit is actually taken seriously by Noah Samsen, because again, these can be over $200,000. This could be a lot of money. Ask Carl Jobs how much money he spent on defamation lawsuits. And that's in Australia. But over here, it would be even harder to win, right? So I don't think there's going to be any money left. Unless this guy raises like $1 million right now, I don't think there's going to be any money left.
And the wording is very... Let me read this to you, and I'll point out some things I noticed as a lawyer. Ethan Klein has sued me for defamation. The fundraiser will be used to cover lawyer fees and any other expenses associated with this lawsuit. What does that mean? What does any other expenses associated with?
And it's probably just legal jargon thrown in there so he could try to make an excuse for what else he would use the money on. But that wouldn't give you the Frogan levels of, I can spend this on bills and personal expenses. Frogan gave herself the out to use this money on Funko Pops. If she wanted, she could have bought 3 limited edition pinball machines with this money, and she wouldn't be able to be sued for fraud or anything like that. Like, there would be no civil litigation possible, because she explicitly told you it could be from personal expenses and lost wages and damages. So, this has damaged my ability to create content. I couldn't earn money during this time, so I used this money that I would have made or whatever through the lawsuit raising funds.
Nicholas, the goat.
This lawsuit
Thank you for the $5, my man.
Yeah, very crafty language. Yeah.
Any fund in excess of $200,000 goal will be donated to Palestinian aid. All money from the fundraiser will be donated once legal proceedings conclude. What does that mean? There are various timeline scenarios where the money is just held. I mean, a defamation lawsuit. Take a look at
this could take years. This could be like a 5-year endeavor for him. Yeah, this could be way over 200,000.
And Paul may last multiple years. So are you withholding aid to Palestine during that time? And $200,000 is not nearly enough for a defamation lawsuit. Again, if you want to ask somebody, ask CoffeeZilla. I'm sure he would privately share the numbers with you, and his numbers are...
a lot. I imagine he literally has spent a lot of money when Logan Paul came for him.
It can't be less than $500,000. He's not even...
Again, this is why Logan Paul is like a fucking... Logan Paul is like everything they've ever said about him. So, I don't know, man. Logan Paul is like a complete piece of shit. He'll fuck you. He'll take you to court. He'll fuck you again. He'll scam tons of people. He'll fuck you again. Allegedly.
At trial yet. So, this is very surprising. And he's saying donate to support freedom of speech in Palestine. No, you're donating to support his legal fund. Yeah? Now, Frogan's lawsuit defense fund is even more ridiculous. It really...
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It's like this one is... And we pointed this out. If I go back to the Frogan getting sued video where we looked at all these GoFundMes, I mentioned, like, hers can be used for fucking anything.
The language in it is absolutely crazy. After nearly 2 years of targeted harassment campaign against
me... At what point does this kind of start to feel like Keffels when she was raising money to sue
Nicholas
the police?
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
I think it's like deranged to take that much from your audience, but on the other hand, it's like she scammed an audience. Well, potentially. I can't say she scammed them. That wouldn't be accurate, because it was explicitly written.
So there's this creature named Nicholas DeOrio.
I revoke that. I revoke that.
Reviews.
Hey, Nicholas. I am at work right now.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But do you think that her audience feels cheated out of their money on this? Do you think their audience feels like this is just like, why are we 8 out of 5 again? Holy shit. Do you think the audience probably feels shitty about it? I actually want to see right now. Nicholas DeOrio, Frogan sued. Where's the first video we did about this? Will Ethan Klein win his lawsuits against Denims and Frogan? Ethan Klein filed the lawsuit.
And to all the...
Here's the first segment that I did on this drama, all the way back in June of last year, June 25th. We're coming up on a year. Frogan, let's see, personal expenses. Here, what did I say? This fundraiser is to cover any / Okay, so that was definitely a voice segment. All legal fees associated with his complaint and any counterclaims I may have against him, and any other bills and personal expenses from lost wages. Don't give this woman your money. Dude, I was so right. I gave them the advice they needed to hear. As soon as I heard that, immediately, as soon as I heard personal expenses, I locked it. I'm like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. You're asking for trouble. And personal expenses from lost wages. Don't give this woman your money. Don't give this woman your money. Come on. Come on. Any other personal expenses from lost wages and damages arising from litigation, she's gonna buy Switch games with this money, in my opinion. You're paying for her fucking Uber Eats. I did not know that so I clearly already said that I thought that she would do that. It's in Mario Kart World, in my opinion.
Is this really a
Don't do that. Don't fucking do that, dude. Come on. Come on. I didn't realize. And I think the accent there was Cousin Kyle. I think you got that right. It's crazy. $5. For the record, this isn't for you. Yeah, I immediately saw that. Like, this just seems shitty. And here we are almost a year later from that stream that we did. And it's like, it looks like I would be shocked if this money was used that way. And I totally apologize. If there's something that we don't know, if there's something that we're not privy to, and there's like this whole back end thing that she spent all this money and stuff, I apologize, but this looks absolutely fucking horrible. And I think that anyone, including a judge, would agree that this looks absolutely fucking horrible.
Ethan Klein has now escalated it into suing me. This fundraiser is to cover any and all legal fees. And this chunk of money is enough. Now, it's not enough to battle Ethan Klein until trial, but certainly it's enough to hire her.
It's enough to have fought so far. When did Casey Tron run out of money? Or when was she running out of money and she had to settle? I mean, she could have fought in some capacity. She could have filed something.
To respond. Let me repeat this again. Her lawyer still has not responded to the point they have defaulted. Which
is hilarious. You gotta see, dude, when Lus goes off in his fucking stream, I pulled him apart that I was watching live. It is so funny. He's just like, I don't understand. How do they not file anything? How do they file nothing?
Default, it's exactly what it sounds like. It means you lose. You weren't able to present a defense at all. So default is one of the worst, it is the worst outcome in a legal proceeding. Now, where did the $38,000 donated to go to? Well, let's read this. This fundraiser is to cover any and all legal fees associated with this complaint and any counterclaims I may have against him, which you don't, and any other bills and personal expenses from lost wages and damages arising from this litigation.
Just don't give people money when they do this. I'm not saying that you shouldn't give money to any GoFundMe ever, but when it's so transparent that they can literally explain this away. If they bought Mario Kart World, they would be able to legally explain why they were allowed to buy it. Do not give people money who are going to put in shit like this in their fucking GoFundMe campaign. That's probably a more fair way to argue that.
And, well, what wages do you have, Frogan? You don't have a job. You're unemployed. You're jobless. So I'm not sure why this is even in the GoFundMe other than...
Because she's calculating stream revenue.
To feed Frogan, right? To use the money to pay for rent, pay for Uber, pay for partying.
Can I still donate to this, or has she shut it down? I didn't even check that. Frogan GoFundMe. Dude, you can still donate to this. Right now. It's up. There's a donate button. I can donate right now to Frogan.
Just last live stream, we heard Frogan saying, hey, she's going to go out and party.
Imagine if you go, like, you give money to someone who just defaulted. That's fucking crazy. Don't do it, yeah.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Holy
Frogan
shit.
sucks so hard, but man, I can't help but feel a little bad for her. I mean... Now she can't even afford the Bathsheba the White Tiger DLC for Total War Warhammer 3 that just launched today.
Oh, fuck, dude. Good one.
With the girls, right?
I think your money would be better spent asking for cameos from the Faithful Sheriff. Instead of giving Frogan $10 for a joke, I would just give your money to the Faithful Sheriff. Don't give her a dime.
I don't know who's going to party with Frogan at this point in time.
You might at least get something funny out of the Faithful Sheriff.
age.
You might be able to trick him into doing something stupid.
So he seems a little bit too old for that lifestyle. Even her mom would agree with me.
Oh my god.
Get a job, honey, she said.
Is that true? Did her mom tell her to get a real job?
While she recanted detail to the audience on Twitter.
Oh my god, dude. This is so embarrassing. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this. I assume that's from the Alex the Fiction video, where he's like, I watched Frogan for a month or something, and here's what happened.
Which, all 50 of them. So I just want to make sure you guys understand from a lawyer perspective, she did raise enough money to respond to negotiate settlement in a capable capacity.
So there's this creature named Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment called the Ultimate Rape Reviews.
So Frogan joins the ranks of the Fallen. The Fallen will continue to claw at the walls of our city unless we strike
you
them down.
Fucker!
Beneath the ruins of a cosmodrome, in the shadow of an old colony ship. Rip D2, eyes up Guardian.
Oh, you guys are just rubbing it in. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, newbie.
Her lawyer is really, really inexpensive.
Yeah, that's what we're about to find out. Her lawyer is literally like $1,000 a year.
Her lawyer is probably one of the most inexpensive lawyers in all of Los Angeles, if not in all of intellectual property.
If he's not one of the most inexpensive lawyers in LA, he's one of the most inexpensive lawyers in his field. Wow.
As an IP lawyer myself, I'm going to start a copyright law firm starting July 31st. I have to find a place for my office. That's what I'm going to do this weekend. But as someone who is very serious, somebody who grew up in a household, my dad is a patent agent, patent lawyer as well. When you're a patent
you get what you pay for. She didn't even get that.
Or you're also a patent agent, by the way.
So Les is going to start up a law firm. Oh my god, what is this? Our generosity was repaid with numerous incorrect and factual legal assertions.
So there's this creature named Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment called the Ultimate
this is
Rape
from
Reviews.
Rambar
I can't believe Frogan got scammed by Saul Goodman.
Your client has 3 weeks from this email to file her response to the pleading. If she does not, my client will see it as a default. So if she got, dude, that's the other thing is they gave her a grace period saying just like, please. And I think maybe Frogan's play here is, and this is going to sound psychotic, maybe Frogan's play here is like hoping that if she defaults, Ethan will seek a lesser amount of money because it optically will look bad if Frogan is like made financially fucking destitute off of this situation. Maybe that was her Hail Mary? I don't know, I'm trying to just take an idiot and provide a rational excuse as to why they've acted stupid. I'm in a situation where it's like, I don't really know. I don't know how you could find yourself in this position. I certainly know how you can get sued. I just don't know how you can not respond to a lawsuit and why you'd be prompted to do it. Maybe, why would he? Again, I don't know why he would, but I think they'll take that and run with it. Frogan looking down the barrel of like up to $300,000. I mean, I think that they could sit here and be like, no, Frogan, you don't deserve that. And then it could possibly be like a Twitter discourse for like a day before people stop caring about Frogan because she's Frogan, right? That's kind of her thing. She shows up, gets shit on, leaves, waits for the next clip to go viral. You know, that's kind of her thing. I think maybe that was the play she was going for.
And then also just the sheer amount of trademarks you would do. So what happened?
You can't make sense for Stu. Again, if in terms of optics, the best possible thing that could happen is the person just settles, issues an apology, and moves on. I think if Casey Tron had to pay out like $300,000, she could have probably got some emotional yardage too, but emotional yardage doesn't pay off the bill.
To this money. Like the Nikina law firm is very affordable. Very affordable.
Well, that's how I also read Ethan's email, or Ethan's lawyer's email. It's like, just please, just like file something. Like, just please file something. Just do something. We'll give you an extension. Just please don't default.
Certainly, you could afford for him to write a response.
Okay, so this is the lawyer. This is the lawyer. A flat rate service.
If the alternative is to go into default and lose everything.
Dude, Not some pie-in-the-sky wishful assessment designed to get your business. Our clients are business leaders, entrepreneurs, and creative people who are serious about protecting their intellectual property and business assets. My commitment to you is to provide an honest and fair assessment whether you seek to register a single trademark or file a multi-million-dollar infringement suit, and follow through with effective, strategic, and trustworthy legal representation. So anyways, Frogan defaulted. Yeah, Frogan defaulted in her lawsuit. Wow!
I think we shown that this exact judge that they have.
You thought that was Luss? No. This is Frogan's lawyer.
It goes to default, he'll give Ethan Klein $150,000 straight up, plus interest, plus essentially.
Yeah, I thought is the other one 2 counts? I think she might only be facing $150,000.
Potentially attorney fees.
So it wouldn't be $300,000 for 2 counts. It would be $150,000 potential attorney fees and also additionally taxes. So this could still be around that ballpark.
That's the type of judge we're dealing with, that if it goes to default and this judge...
Dude, this is what she hired. Oh my God.
...had to deal with default in 2025, he's just going to assign the maximal amount of damages he can on the side of the plaintiff if it's the defendant defaulting.
I can get all this for $950 a year? Oh boy, would I.
And my frustration here isn't just for Frogan, it's for this lawyer. This
looks like a streaming service. Wow, Netflix has gotten really expensive. This is the version where you can have multiple households, I guess.
An incredibly poor job.
Dude, guys, inflation's a bit crazy now. I remember when Netflix used to be just $10.
Regardless of if Frogan paid you, your retainers run dry.
That's not even, it's a flat rate. Oh my God, wait, yes, the cannabis business.
You owe a duty to your client, which is Frogan.
Thinking about starting a recreational cannabis business in one of the 24 states where it's legal? Well, then you might have wondered about registering your cannabis trademark. One new issue might be a new pot business will have to confront is what to name their business, and can I get a trademark protection for my marijuana business? These are typically easy questions in other businesses, but not so much for marijuana, dude.
To help her, even if you didn't receive money. So number one, where did the money go?
Hey, what's up, Rob?
It certainly didn't go to pay a lawyer. The $38,000 total.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Dude, that's the thing, too. You're like, oh, what was her legal fees on? Her lawyer was $950. You could buy her fucking lawyer. You could buy her lawyer like 30. Oh, my God. I can't.
Did it go to her living expenses? Did it go to rent? Did it go to food costs?
And if it did, it can.
It definitely didn't go to this guy.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled on this shit.
Brogan's new name is Broken. Ugh, I think she was broke before.
And then, so number one, but even
prior to forming his own legal law firm, he was the grand counsel to Bruce Brown Films, LLC. He handles commercial and intellectual property litigation, represents business, individuals in a variety of transactional trademarks, copyright matters, including business formation, trademark name registration, and contract preparation. Before going to law school, he managed several successful businesses. Today, he draws on that knowledge and experience to effectively litigate matters on behalf of his clients. He has successfully represented clients in all alternative dispute resolution forums, including arbitration, mediation, state and federal courts, bar admissions, member of California Bar.
Even if you're a lawyer, you're Frogan's lawyer, you haven't been paid, you still have to avoid default. You still have to do the work.
Bro, I can't believe behind him is the Harry Potter books. No, I'm kidding.
So your client is not in this position.
Dude, what is this? Faster Than the Speed of Love by Brian Griffin?
Where they're going to receive the maximal amount of damage.
Yeah, like Ethan would charge this guy's entire front-end cost to read a single email. Like, that's how much lawyer fees that she's going to owe if it's crazy.
They're going to owe the maximal amount. You got to fight a little bit at least.
Dude, Frogan, where did all the fundraiser money go? Frogan with 40,000. Dude, stop. Stop.
You have to fight long enough until you can say, hey, I'm not representing this client anymore.
All right, go check out Luss's channel. We're going to take another brief look at something that he said on here. So this is Luss's live stream where he's a bit off the chain and he kind of just speaks his mind on stuff. And holy shit, dude, this segment was funny.
Now, he is 15 years older almost.
That's the judge. Where's the part where he's talking about, yeah.
He kind of looks like a veteran, yeah. My deal. I will flat fee it for you. I'll even take the 756.
So he's saying if you give me the money that you made here, I will represent you, and you can claim you're being represented by that guy because he's not licensed in the state of California.
Dollars, and we'll pay this guy. Okay, we'll pay him off. He doesn't have to do any work. Doesn't need to do no work. No work. We'll just give him the 7. We'll give him this part here. And
$40,000 for Taco Bell to stay at Mama Max's house. Yeah, Rob, I think you're mixing them up. That's actually not. What was her name? I forgot about the Mama Max victim's name. I finally forgot her name, dude. Actually, maybe don't tell me.
He'd be like, oh shit, no work. Nice. Okay, we'll give him $756,000. Thinking lawyer numbers. We'll give him $756.
Wait.
I'm thinking lawyer number.
Dude, all right, I'll give him this much money. Actually, wait, no, I forgot what his actual salary is. Yeah, we'll give him $700. It'll be like a big client for him.
We'll give him $756,000. I'm thinking lawyer numbers. We'll give him $756. I think we can beat Rom. Or at least we can settle without like...
Dude, you gotta hear... This is his explanation on how he would win the lawsuit if he was going against Rom.
91. This is Frogan.
Thank you.
Nicholas DeOrio. Hey, I actually think you're a pretty funny guy.
Hey guys, did you see the latest episode of The Boys?
Maybe they're just gonna drop another one, dude.
I am sure the secret episode 9 will be out sometime in the future.
At any given time, there's maybe 100 people watching her. 91. What? Oh, geez, what is this? What is this? What?
If I had a friend that loved me as much as I love my friends, I wouldn't be complaining.
Oh, that's an insane clip to just... Dude, he just fucking quick-scoped that. He just quick-scoped that clip. Wow! Wow!
Notice how none of my friends ever complain about being lonely.
Oh my god, dude! What is her show? What does she do?
Because they have me.
Oh my god.
He just hit gold.
I just say, Judge, watch this, man.
Dude, just watch this video. She has no friends. She has no viewers. How many people could she have taken from Ethan's video? How?
That's unwatchable.
Dude, her content is terrible. Everyone hates her. What could she have taken?
Number one, I would say it is unwatchable. No one could possibly watch Frogan for that long. Judge, how long were you able to watch Frogan before turning off the
Dude, Judge, I ask you, I plead with you, please watch 15 minutes of any Frogan live stream and tell me you think that she's done damage to Ethan Klein. That's honestly, if this was like a TV show court case, that would be it. That would be how like Matt Murdock would stop this.
Turning on the mute button. So argument one, nobody was watching it. Nobody watched it. No one can watch this for more than like half an hour, except Alex.
Dude, Your Honor, my client is tired.
Goes to Alex. Okay. Number two, even if people were watching it, we certainly weren't getting no donations.
Dude, Frogan, I am so lonely. Everybody on the internet hates me. I don't even get a real name. Conquered. I go from drama to drama and everyone dogpiles me.
We're Frogan here, man. We don't get no donations. Every time I watched Frogan, there was no donations. So A, we're not monetizing this thing. Remember the whole idea of Dennis was he monetized it at the end? Hey guys, if you didn't watch that, throw me a sub.
So Lus is like, you're so fucking irrelevant. You couldn't possibly have damaged Ethan in any conceivable way, let alone the maximum damages set.
500 people are watching her. Every time I log on to this thing, there's not a single channel with over 40,000 concurrent watchers. Dennis, Ethan Klein.
Frogan is gonna beg to Ethan like Homelander did to Butcher at the end of The Boys. Parentheses, I didn't even watch it. Thank you, Rob.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kex.
So yeah, there's also this little side arc where Les had more viewers than Sean the Black today, so congratulations to him. But he also spent a lot of time going over this stuff, and this is very funny.
Full service, baby. $9.50 for everything. As he's not charging $9.50 an hour. He's charging $9.50 a year.
This is just... This is a disaster, bro. That's an insane thing. That's an insane lawyer to pick.
Let me repeat this to you. It's not $9.50 an hour. He's charging $9.50 a year, and now he's moving to the cannabis business of branding. This guy,
dude, he's transitioning into the weed business, apparently.
Guy is cheap. This guy is so inexpensive.
Someone said, I hope I never get sued, bro, damn. What do you mean? It only costs $950 to lose.
Like, this guy costs nothing. I will say, yeah, $9.50 a lifetime. Yes, a lifetime. Look, I am going to pro hawk vice, so like, I'm not.
I actually think Legal Mindset might have been a better pull for this, and he's not even licensed in California.
Allowed to practice in California.
Because he's Florida, right?
Because I'm not like approved in California, but it's okay. I will. Where is he? So we'll have this guy. Just remember.
Yeah, so it's what we saw. It's very funny. I would go check out Les's stream on this. Frogan defaults live, bankrupt and homeless next. And on top of that, there is a video that came out by one Alex the Fiction, who watched... Dude, we're only going to watch a little bit of this. You should check the rest out on your own. I haven't seen it, to be clear. But Frogan... Dude.
Nicholas DeOrio. Hey,
this is only 1 week. This is only 1 week, bro. He became a military veteran in 1 week because Frogan decreed that he had PTSD. Holy shit, dude. All right. Let me hop over here. Let's take a look at where we're at. So this is day 1 of watching Frogan. That should be your actual intro music.
I gotta say, it at least looks cleaner and more professional than iDubbbz, but this is so unflattering and scary.
That is actually her picture. This looks like something somebody drew to, like... It looks like, Nick, would you consider opioids? Evil. No.
It's like one of those artists that makes intentionally ugly art.
Hey, thank you for the 6 out of 5. All right, super chats are broken. There's no way we just got 6 out of 5. That's 3 broken super chat goals in one stream.
I promise I'm not trying to be mean at the top here, but it was just such a shock to the system to see this. Like, why don't Twitch streamers want their start screens to look nice?
Actually, I want to find something real quick. Let me get to the part where she's talking about how her mom told her to get a job. Let me see if I can snipe that. And then we'll watch a bit more. I want to start there, though. Dude, it's literally
Nicholas,
6 minutes in.
The goat. Thank you for the $5.
It's literally, I shit you not, it's literally 6 minutes into the video. We were only like 30 seconds away from hitting the clip immediately. That is insane.
No problem believing at all that Frogan's DMs are full of cock.
Men
What now? Okay, Jesus, fuck, you missed something. Dude, life comes at you fast.
doing impossible things. They're sending dick pics to Frogan.
Oh, God.
Frogan's mom makes a funny comment that kind of reflects a sentiment most people share online.
I was like texting my mom about the doctor, and she's like, you guys need to give up that LA streaming. I want to be with my friends and hang out life and get careers with your degrees and have insurance in an area that's hiring.
Dude, you know how broken you have to be mentally to get the advice of your mom saying, you don't have insurance. Your channel is not growing. You need to stop wasting your life, use your degree, and grow up. Because you can, and she went on stream and snarkily said it to her chat, like her mom is wrong. There is just no salvaging someone this dumb. This woman is as old as me, right? Is she not late 20s? Is she 28, 29?
I'm like, girl, what? I'm like, I'm not even talking to you about this shit. Why?
Because you're pathetic. Because you have nothing going on.
Why am I catching strays right now? Like, anyways, mom, I'm going out tonight.
You have time to go out, but you don't have time to respond to a lawsuit, and you're now looking down the barrel of like potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Unless Frogan is receiving
she's like an actual fucking brain dead child. This is beyond parody.
Massive funding.
Dude, I can't believe that Alex the Fiction stepped up to do what we literally could never do and actually watch Frogan to find out what she does on her own platform. The funny thing is, Alex is proving right here that if people A-logged Frogan, which they don't, and she's claiming, well, they do, some people do, but most of the time they're not, they would have more content. She's saying there's months-long harassment campaigns going on. She's mad that, like, a clip goes viral and people talk about it for a long time. If people watched every one of her streams, she'd probably go viral every day. Potentially. Maybe. Who knows?
Back end to stream to 36 people at the top of the stream. She should get a more serious job while streaming on the side. This is not, like, full-time money. This is not full-time money, Frogan. 36 viewers is not full-time money. Terrible advice.
That's a half an iDubbbz. That's a third of an iDubbbz.
But fuck it. If this is what Frogan really wants to do, then she's gonna do it. Frogan moves from topic to topic really fast, so there's a lot of commentary out to skip. But here...
And I gotta be honest with you, this kind of sounds fucked up, especially in the situation that you're in. You need, like, a serious wake-up call. If they completely bail you out of this, and you have no repercussions for doing any of the stuff that you've done, while you're just wasting your life, blowing your degree, like, just completely ignoring your degree, and fucking coasting off of your fucking LA friends... I mean, what kind of life is that?
Nicholas DeOrio. Hey, I actually think you're a pretty funny guy.
Like, what are you gonna do when this thing ends with no fucking, like, what does your resume look like if you're going to pick up a job right now? Like, what is your plan? What is your goal? What are you doing? I legitimately think she needs some kind of serious wake up call. Now, is it staring down the barrel of like a $300,000? No, probably not. It's probably a little extreme in terms of like what would accomplish that wake up call, but she needed it a long time ago. This is how you got here. The fact that you're just going to scoff at what your mom said is how you got in this position. Nick, would you consider opioids? No.
Why am I catching strays? She says. Girl, that was your mother. She was aiming for you.
And I don't know the relationship she has with her mother. Maybe her mother is like bitter and mean. But her mother's like right, objectively. And I would assume if she's anything like people that I know, she probably wants what's best for Frogan, and it's embarrassing that she's letting her life go down the drain.
Frogan is discussing her weight loss goals.
Let me lose more weight first, and then I'll think about getting a fucking belly button piercing, you know? Let me like lock in a little bit more. I think it's going to be skinny girl summer.
Frogan discussed...
Yeah, because you can't afford food now.
This is a recent heartbreak of a man who ghosted her that she was really into.
Oh, no! Dude, people like... Frogan's like, I am being career harassed. Alex the Fiction watches her for one day. This is day one. And here's like 3 viral clips. Oh, no.
How's the boy? Ah, don't even remind me.
Who just talks about this stuff on stream?
Don't even remind me. Non-existent. Gone from my life.
Oh my god, dude. She Googled you? Did he Google you?
Hey, I actually think you're a pretty funny guy.
Oh no.
If she's in California, literally how does she not have insurance? I'm Californian with state insurance and basically everything is covered. At worst, I had spent $200 on dental stuff once in 30 years.
Is it not that if... Excuse? I don't know how the California insurance goes, but usually if you have a job, the insurance plans are cheaper. So you'd be saving money, potentially. That's my understanding of it.
Hate men, bro. I hate men. I was like thinking last night, I was like...
Dude, gets left on red one time.
Hate men. Me. Don't even remind me. Non-existent. Gone from my life. Hate men, bro. I hate men.
Dude, this is another viral clip. Asmon would have this on his stream if anyone actually cared enough to clip her.
DeOrio, commentator of the year, the best commentator of the year.
I was like thinking last night, I was like, damn, like this motherfucker really had me crashing out. For what? So I sat there like within myself and I was like, yeah, he's just hot. He's really annoying, but he's just hot. If Real didn't reply, no, bro.
So yeah, Frogan is single.
God, dude, stop.
Single and ready to mingle. So anyone looking for a bodacious hijabi?
Oh my god, what the fuck, Alex?
Hit her up.
What is...
Guys, I'll start...
I don't know the reference, that's crazy.
Playing Call of Duty again if they have a Charlie Kirk skin. Would that not be so funny?
What the fuck? I don't know, maybe Frogan hasn't learned her lesson.
Dude, she's fishing
Nick
for
just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Dude, this is the biggest piece of evidence that I have. She fishes for this. She wants to go viral. She wants the clip to get posted by Yeet saying Frogan wants a Charlie Kirk skin so you could shoot him in Fortnite. That's what Frogan wants, dude. All this, I'm bullied, I am fucking whatever. She's looking for it because it's the only thing that makes her money. It's the only reason people remember who she is.
Yeah. Would that not be?
Yeah, it's just safe, edgy shit designed to piss off the quartering. Designed to piss off those guys, like that community.
So funny.
What the fuck?
Well, it's working? No, it's not. It's not working because Alex is the only one who saw it. It didn't make it onto Yeet.
I don't know. Maybe Frogan hasn't learned her lesson because comments like this is what got her a reputation in the first place.
All right, you need to stop singing. That should be illegal.
It feels a little...
I'm looking for damages.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled on this shit.
It doesn't really make sense to me to have that as a donation goal. It seems like it's something that she would have done anyway.
So I have been growing out my hair because I'm like, I want to go all natural again.
She is a fucking goal, and she's 54% of the way through, and she's threatening to do karaoke live on stream. That's catastrophic.
Like,
my hearing is under attack.
I've given up. I got blue black, and I'm so excited to
Wait, what?
dye it.
Frogan discusses dyeing her hair black, but I swear for some reason I thought she was bald.
No, I think she has hair, man. What do you mean? You thought she was like a monk? I didn't realize she was the Avatar. No, she's not bald.
Nicholas the Goat. Thank you for the $5,
Dude,
my
what
man.
the fuck, Alex?
Like, culturally insensitive to say, but
I thought she was bald.
I swear she didn't. I thought she didn't have hair
Dude, what are you hiding behind that?
or something, or that she trimmed her hair very short.
I'm gonna be a blackhead again.
Also, I did not know that black-headed people were referred to as blackheads, but
I mean, she's kind of a blackhead, you know?
here we are, I guess.
She's kind of a blackhead.
And my mom's gonna be like, you look ugly. She said that last.
Oh my god, bro! No way! No, why would she say this? Why would she say that?
Was blackheads, but here we are, I guess.
Dude, she announced that her own mother thinks her hair would look ugly.
My mom's gonna be like, you look ugly. She said that last time. When last time I dyed my hair black, she said I looked ugly.
So, okay, so that's Frogan's second time talking about her mom. Her mom sounds like kind of an asshole, or base, depending on how you feel about Frogan.
I mean, the first part of that wasn't an asshole move. That was just basic honesty with your daughter. That second one was a dick move, for sure.
Next, we got the exciting spectacle of Frogan eating a protein bar.
Dude, that's a ridiculous edit. Alex, that's a ridiculous edit. Bro, what is this?
Frogan spends some time looking through her Instagram. Frogan also discusses
Bro, I can't even look at my Instagram on stream because my reels will get me banned in a minute.
going to a party
My shit will look like Kino Casino if I open a reel.
after the stream.
No, I'm going out for my friend Alex's birthday. Girls' night, girls' night, girls' night, girls' night.
Where's lawyers' night? Legal night, legal night. Responding to this.
She continues to bounce from topic to topic, like sharing stories about college.
It was so ugly, and it was oh shit! It like pissed me off. Different font sizes, different fonts, ugly colors. I'm like, girl, this is why you
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, this font is kind of mid-shot.
don't get given the creative shit. This is why you don't get
Yeah, she's a creative. This is an artist. You're watching an artist right now.
given the creative shit, bitch. I mean, sometimes you just need to realize that you're not good at it.
Oh, she is so confident for a retard. It's just, I mean, listen, and I mean that as like stupid, not as autistic.
Showing off her progress of her upcoming video.
What they fail to realize is your political opinions are important, and once you start supporting a genocide, people are not going to fuck with you.
Oh no, is this going to be an Ethan Klein video again? Is this her annual Ethan Klein response video?
You.
Is this for like the Noah Samson stuff? Like, dude, we're going back to the well on this? Or is this like just general? Because I got to be honest with you, I think Palestine has kind of gone its way. Like it's run its course. People are like, oh, I don't want to hear about EHD anymore. I think the rest of the world's like, I don't really want to hear about Israel Palestine anymore. I think that most people just kind of go, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, on that one.
Although her streams include,
I think that the clout cycle of Israel Palestine has started to fade And even the influencers are talking about other things now.
A lot of pauses. The variety of topics discussed is actually far more engaging than I would have expected. But I gotta emphasize the pause.
It's like trans issues. Like, they're still there, but it's not really super hyper monetizable anymore to talk about them.
There's a lot of pausing.
You might be right. I think I'm definitely right. I think that people are tired of being told that they need to talk about things and they need to care about things, and then they're rebelling against that. Or they're just bored. They're just bored of it. They're tired of every conversation delving into Israel, Palestine. They're tired of hearing about stuff that, like, Iran has kind of stepped in, and people are more worried about gas prices, things that are like mechanically important to their lives. You know, there's other shit going on now. We're not guys. We don't have the privilege of that. We've got our first world problems we have to think about.
And not talking during this first half of the stream. Frogan seems worried if people are going to like her video or not.
What if you guys hate it?
I think if there's 36 people who choose to watch these live streams, they're probably your target audience, and I imagine they'll like anything you make. Now, my audience watching that, probably not.
You guys don't like it.
Her thesis of the video is that the band Big Time Rush is supporting a genocide.
Wow, I was off on that. Wow, okay, that's stupid. Yeah, I just don't think there's a market for that content. I don't think anybody cares. I think the last person who's going to fall to that is like Noah Schnapp. I don't think after that anybody... I'm sorry. Wow, I literally didn't think... I thought that was going to... I'm so off. I'm so wrong with my prediction. Holy shit, dude. Big Time Rush. Remember them on... Wait, that was a Nickelodeon show from like 10 years ago. I think they still tour.
I have not looked into this yet, so I don't know how wild...
No, you don't have to look into it. That's a horrible premise for a video.
...of the claim this is.
I don't even care if she's right. Like, what a worthless topic.
...is or not. But strangely enough, she's comparing this whole video...
Dude, but guys, has anybody heard from the Naked Brothers band?
...the video she made years ago. Seemingly about the exact same topic, just in an...
Wait, what?
...updated format.
Big Time Rush is one of my favorite bands ever. I've liked them ever since I was...
Oh, no, dude. It's so over. What the fuck? Oh, nuclear Frogan tweet just dropped. Frogan is currently buying Xbox Game Pass on Twitch. She raised $38,000 for her legal fight against Ethan Klein to be lost by a default, parentheses, inactivity. Her GoFundMe is still open despite the court finalizing the default.
Like a Game Pass thing?
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilling this shit.
Well, there's no proof of this even happening.
If Frogan is an artist, then I am Serena DeAngelis, remembrancer of the 28th Expedition Fleet under the Primarch Fulgrim in the Warhammer 40k Horus Heresy novel Fulgrim, available now from Black Library.
Oh god, jeez, thank you. Well, to be fair to this, they don't post any evidence that this even happened. It's just a tweet. But, what is this one?
You're gonna buy a Game Pass month?
Oh wait, no, this is it. This is it right here.
Are you gonna buy
a gift card?
Okay. Why a gift card?
So I can use my balance.
What?
I'm so confused.
Really let down. I don't think you guys realize that the lawsuit is still going.
Oh no! Oh god! Wait, so she's got something in the bag. She's ready.
I don't.
So wait. So in the middle of explaining how she's gonna go buy Xbox Game Pass, she's just like, "You guys are fucking going after me for this lawsuit stuff. It's not over yet."
The lawsuit's still on.
I don't think you guys realize the lawsuit is not over. And I don't think you realize...
You haven't fucking done anything with it yet. Like, what's your plan? Again, I sincerely apologize to Frogan if there's some part of this that's not accessible to me that I don't know.
Nicholas, the goat.
But by all intents and purposes, it looks fairly obvious that she fucking lost.
I've been fighting this lawsuit since... What's it called? Since August.
What? First of all, I think he sued you in July, right? I think he sued you in July. Maybe the papers didn't make it there till August because that's when you got served. I just don't understand. Where have you been fighting? You've been fighting in the wrong castle. It's on Court Listener. There's nothing there for you. What are we talking? What? Hey, this is this clip not, but yes, we're going to go back to that. We are checking out your video right now, Alex.
Everybody just doesn't know what the law is.
Dude, these guys are just absolutely worthless. They don't have any value at all. What a crazy sentence.
What the law is. Everybody just doesn't know what the law is.
Oh my god, I'm just realizing Frogan is so poor after Ethan won. She can't even afford a pop filter on her fucking microphone. Is that still her Shure SM7B? Is she raw dogging her Shure SM7B? She is so poor. They took the foam off their microphone. That's the mic I'm using. I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like when she raw dogs the foam. Dude, Ethan took her pop filter. That's insane. He seized her foam. Dude, could you imagine the settlement is for all foam-related products? If you listen close, she pops several times and the audio is cutting out like a glitch. I'm almost positive that's because she's not using the foam. She's foamless. Dude, Frogan from homeless to foamless. Is she gonna talk? Oh my god! I didn't realize she's like having an existential crisis. I thought I was watching a Hassan Piker video stream reaction. No wait, she's actually she's having an existential crisis while her friend is trying to defend her. So now it's literally finally setting in when she has, oh my god, an iDubbbzy in chat.
Eat as a trademark lawyer, I literally wouldn't. I'd rather boil my skin.
That's great, man. I appreciate the insight. Yeah, I mean, this is... And yeah, she did even get an extension. She didn't want to do anything with it. Is she about to cry? Oh, if she ults, it'll probably help her. She should ult now. She should ult now and say, I can't afford to pay it, and then everyone will lick it up.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
That would be my strategy.
It is surprising how all these breadtubers betray each for their own clout. Just like how Karn the Betrayer betrayed his fellow world eaters.
Oh my god,
hopefully
dude!
he will be playable in the upcoming
You guys
Total
are
War
insane.
Warhammer 40K.
But here, this is if I'm Frogan, here's my biggest attempt. I'm gonna go on stream and just fucking cry. At this point, all bets are off. Cow behavior is on. Get on stream and just cry. And I'm not talking about like a couple of tears. I'm saying like picturing your mom getting electrocuted by a rhinoceros or something, using the power of the thunder from Thor's hammer, and just crying for like 45 minutes, blubbering, saying, I can't afford this, I can't afford this, I'm gonna be homeless, Cherry, stop, homeless, Cherry, I need Progressive Victories money. Dude, the whole kit and shebang. I would just be sitting there sobbing. My friends would be calling me performatively to try to console me, in which I'll just start screaming, maybe running around in the back of the room, saying, I'm not going to be able to live here anymore. I'm not going to be able to live here anymore. I'm going to die I'm going to die on the streets. 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 And I would just keep screaming these things until it goes viral on social media. And either my friends are bullied into paying this for me, if they're not already doing it, or the audience just feels so bad from the Hassan Piker. Like, look how much money they raised in a day for Noah Samson. They could double that in an hour if she's just completely distraught and destitute. That would be my completely deface yourself to the point where people are inclined to like, oh my god, she's gone crazy. Where the people in Ethan's audience even started to second guess, was this too much? Was this too far? That would be the level of like, that would be the level of defacing yourself that you would need to accomplish to try to guilt the entire internet into paying your bill. That's literally the only thing she has at this point, unless there is some legal shit that we are not privy to that makes no sense and comes out of nowhere. But I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know if that's possible. I'm just saying, with the deck that is currently stacked and the cards that we currently hold, or that we perceive her to hold, that would be the only way I think she could possibly escape this without really any accountability.
Is 12 years old, so that's like 14 years at this point.
But
debase, like freebasing, that would be, dude, threaten to freebase. It's another one. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
I didn't know Frogan even made videos. There's only one video on her YouTube channel, and it got massively downvoted for being a terrible video. So I asked her how she's going to determine if people like...
Yeah, look, dude, this is her foam. They took her foam. We just saw proof of it. They took her foam.
...her video or not.
How will you gauge if people like it or not? Can I be completely honest? I already know that it's going to be skewed on Twitter. Blah, 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 blah.
Frogan, if you're releasing a video that's going to be fucking skewed in your own user base, then I would just stop. You have like 6 viewers.
I already know it's going to be skewed on YouTube because my last...
Dude, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Ethan Klein claims to be just and well-intentioned, he took her foam. He took her fluffy thing on her microphone in the lawsuit. She is now foamless. She's foamless and destitute.
This YouTube video has 100,000 views, but
she took her fluffy related object.
100,000 views and people are like, oh wow, I love
people like, oh my god, iDubbbz. You in the chat, you're the one who caused this. You enabled Ethan to take her fucking fluffy foam away.
Frogan, it's 100,000 views and people be like, oh, you're so fat, you need to kill yourself, fucking die. Like, it's shit like that.
Just mute a keyword. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. You literally have control over your chat. You have control over your Twitter. You have control over what pops up on your Twitter. Oh no, people are being mean to you. Holy shit. It's not like everybody else has to deal with the exact same shit. I'm so fucking tired of this. You have like 6 viewers, dude.
And I know that, like, and I'm still getting comments like that to this day, and I uploaded that video 11 months ago.
Then maybe you shouldn't have been wrong 11 months ago.
I don't know.
Unless the video is an absolute banger, and I have no faith to suggest.
Bro, she wished that veterans got PTSD. You don't think that you've created some enemies on your own? You think that everything is a fucking attack against you? But again, she wants this, in my opinion, because it is what drives people to her channel. Hating her is literally the only lucrative way she can survive.
Yes, it would be. There's no way it doesn't get massively.
Yeah, again, she'll tell people to die. Yeah, I've seen her tell people to die before, right? We've seen clips of that, if I'm not mistaken.
Bombarded by hate as well. I think the internet at large still very much dislikes Frogan. And I guarantee most of the people that subscribe to her are just subscribed to shit on her. Next, she watches some AI slop.
Give it to me! The babies are hungry!
Dude, finally. This is the keynote content they were holding from us.
Watches some TikToks.
I have gotten tagged multiple times of a creator, oh god, using this filter on her dolls.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay. All right, let's jump ahead to like day 2. What is she doing on day 2?
But yeah, welcome in.
Holy fuck, Alex.
And if you don't know me, you can ask anything. AMA.
Whoa. All right, if I say anything, I'm in huge trouble.
But yeah, welcome in. And if you don't know me, you can ask anything. AMA.
All right, You ever see one of those Buddhist monks where they have like overly rosy cheeks?
AMA. Just don't ask me about my content. Don't ask me about Zins. I never want to talk about them ever again.
Oh my god.
She looks like a Chinese religious poster in that picture.
God. I was ready to start feeling bad for Frogan, but she hasn't changed at all.
So Hassan said shit about US soldiers, okay?
Like the makeup is that of like a Chinese religious poster.
Why am
It's the white under the eyebrow and the red on the and like the pink on the side of the face.
Why am I getting heat? Why am I getting heat about what he said about fucking US soldiers? Like, why?
Dude, it's fucking 2026. Let it go. Holy shit.
Getting heat about what he said about fucking US.
This could be a clip from fucking months ago.
Soldiers. Like, why?
Yeah, like a Matryoshka doll. Like the thing, it looks like the thing from fucking Black Ops Zombies.
Why are people looping me the fuck in? I'm like, move on. Move the fuck on. So what are my feelings now? The same.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop. Stop.
The same. Base?
It doesn't matter that she hasn't said soldiers deserve PTSD in a while. She still feels the same.
She literally hasn't changed her position. She wants it to end.
In case you aren't chronically online like me, here was the controversy with Hassan.
All right, we don't need the backstory on this because we be knowing the backstory on this.
I mean, credit for her for being honest, and she constantly glazes them up throughout her streams. Those are the reasons people are looping you into this, Frogan. I'm surprised that you're surprised. I mean, credit for her for being honest.
Yeah, dude, the makeup makes it look like if you pulled her out of her chair, there'd be a smaller Frogan on the chair still. And if you pulled up the smaller Frogan, there'd be a smaller Frogan. You know what I'm talking? You know, like the Russian doll? Maybe it's not Chinese religious poster. Maybe it's Russian doll.
Honest, but she should have just really ignored the chatter instead of getting super offended about it, because it's clearly still a sore spot for her. Frogan updates us about her weight loss journey.
Yeah, Russian nesting doll. It looks like, she's like, dude, AI, can I look like a Russian nesting doll? Oh yeah, this is exactly how you need to apply that makeup.
I am officially the lowest weight I've been in 14 years.
I always cringe when people make weight loss their content, because then people are going to ask you about it. And if things go badly there, it creates insane lolcow moments. Like people who lose weight because the internet bullied them into losing weight. So they go and they slyly tell their chat like, oh guys, I'm at the low.
Frogan remembers to take her
Like you shouldn't be giving regular updates on this. You should be doing it for you.
Prozac.
I forgot to take my Prozac.
I honestly wasn't sure what Prozac was, but it's an antidepressant used to boost serotonin to help improve the mood and reduce certain symptoms of mental health.
Nicholas,
so good on Frogan for seeking mental health medicine.
Thank you.
But shame on you, Frogan, for playing a video.
It's like with Jeremy. Jeremy's like, my New Year's resolution is to lose weight. Why? I mean, yeah, that's like a lot of people's New Year's resolutions. Why would you make a video saying you're going to lose weight and then not lose weight? You're retarded. They're going to use that against you
while you're away from the computer.
All it's saying is like, hey, all this stuff really bothers you.
What are you doing? Just tell your audience that
Thank you,
the goat. Thank you.
You'll be gone for a few seconds, and if you're gonna be longer than that, play some of your own original content. Play your waiting screen, or do literally anything other than what you just did. You're being sued for copyright infringement.
She defaulted copyright infringement. Or the judge will rule that she defaulted copyright infringement. Pardon some absolute unhinged level of, like, sorcery.
You haven't learned anything. I guess you're just trying to follow your dreams of being a ditzy dumb girl after all. And it's also...
Alright, I gotta get through this.
So
we got a
this
lot to do. So check out
Nicholas
Alex the
DeOrio.
Fiction's video.
Has
It was
this
linked down
segment
below.
called
It'll
The
probably be
Ultimate
linked again.
Reviews.
Thank you.
She's lost everything and it's all her fault. She can't even realize the extent of the damage she's caused. Much like Magnus the Red of the Thousand Suns in Warhammer 40k, her ruination was of her own making.
I'm actually losing it right now. I cannot believe that just fucking happening. You guys are creative with it, I'll give you that. All right, so we also have to talk about the other one in the room right now. Ethan Klein is suing me, went up from Noah Samson, and I think his tactic here is interesting and probably good. I don't know if you could do this, and I guess we'll hear from Lus about it in a minute, but wow, okay. He decided, and his smart move here was to add Palestine to the lawsuit. And what I mean by that is Ethan Klein sued me for defamation. The fundraiser will be used to cover lawyer fees and other expenses associated with the lawsuit. Any funds in excess of the $200,000 goal will be donated to Palestinian aid. All money from the fundraiser will be donated once legal proceedings conclude. The expectation that your multi-year lawsuit, potentially, unless you settle very quickly, will be used for Palestinian aid, this is going to be very expensive. I wouldn't be surprised if you end up needing more than your $200,000 goal. So it's kind of just dangling it like, hey, this could go to Palestine. Probably won't, but it could. I don't know if I like that, but I do think it will incentivize more donations. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. As Frogan, since, I guess, 11 months when she was supposedly being sued, was $38,000. She raised $38,000. In comparison, Denims has raised $58,000, the exact same time frame. These all dropped, I believe, same day, if not within a day or two of each other. And we will find, right, as this is an ongoing lawsuit, it's been going up still, whereas Frogan, not so much. Noah Samson, in the one day that it's been since he announced this video, has raised more money than Denims. I'm not kidding you. You want to talk about misogyny? I mentioned it in the beginning. I'm not going to retread the joke here and now, but you've already heard it. Noah Samson has raised more money through this method than Denims, who is committing to go all the way on her lawsuit. I don't know what that says. I don't know if it's misogyny or maybe legitimately... like, the misogyny is a bit tongue-in-cheek with the whole Ethan thing, but maybe it's misogyny. Maybe it's they think that Noah has a stronger case. I would argue he probably does. He probably does have a stronger case than both of them. Yeah.
And after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
Also, there's just the fact that I think that more people are against the Noah lawsuit than they are the Casey one and the Frogan one and the Denims one. I think there's probably more
Nicholas
people.
DeOrio. Hey, I actually think you're a pretty funny
Thank you, El Rojo.
Woman light skin tone, pregnant man dark skin tone, woman light skin tone speaking head at pregnant man dark skin tone, pregnant man dark skin tone loudly crying heartbreak.
Thank you for the Fed posting. I'm going to hide you. Let me look at your account. Let me see if you're crazy. Okay, this is your first comment. Thanks for the Fed posting. Bye. Dude, someone wrote in the chat, how come nobody has redacted? Redacted makes it sound worse, but it was someone was Fed posting about Jeremy in the chat just now. I just nuked him. How come nobody's fucking... Yeah, okay, dude. Good one. Anyway. This is my... Not you, El Rojo. Not you. I was talking about the Tankala guy. It was literally first comment on the channel. And it was just like fucking asking why no one's committed violence against a YouTuber. Jeremy Burner, is he looking for something to screenshot to complain about publicly? That's insane. Yeah. Let's see. Let us see. I'll be doing a fundraising live stream on my YouTube channel starting Friday, May 22nd. And again, this is a great idea. It's a fantastic idea from Noah. He's going to bring in a ton of guests. They're all announced here. You'll see exactly who they are. And I think that he'll have much more success by doing this, by even like attempting to raise money rather than just ask for it online. I think that Denims is a complete fucking moron because she absolutely has many of the same mutuals, and she could have done this much sooner. This tells me one of two things. One, Denims is getting financial help that we're not aware of, which I think is very possible. Or two, she's just completely dropped the ball on this. Noah has like completely outclassed her within 24 hours of announcing his lawsuit.
It's happening. I am getting sued by Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein, millionaire and host of the H3 podcast, has sued me for defamation. Here's the complaint. It's 31 pages, and I'm getting sued. About a year ago, I released this video, The YouTubers Who Backed Genocide. And in response, Ethan Klein immediately began threatening to sue me. Then, a year later, just 2 days before the statute of limitations...
And I mean, my position on this hasn't changed. Thank you, by the way, for hitting the goal. You've earned another goal. I don't think that Ethan should have sued him. I think he should have just waited those 2 days and moved on.
...was up, Klein filed his lawsuit. In the complaint, Klein alleges that I defamed him by falsely painting him as a supporter of the genocide of Palestinians.
And it's so funny, too, because Mudahar, after announcing that he was also suing Noah Samsen, saw publicly that people were getting scrutinized for supporting the lawsuit with Noah Samsen, and he wrote, "Did you sue Noah Samsen yet? No, and I have no plans to. It wasn't a smart move to even cease and desist him in retrospect." Yeah, obviously it wasn't a smart move. You spelt business wrong, you fucking worthless loser. While I disagree with what he said about me, I think he has a clear right to say it. I don't want to destroy him financially over a YouTube video with legal fees. Dude, Mudahar is such a fucking pathetic wretch. You know what? There's no tweet that better encapsulates Mudahar than when the fucking boys community started mauling him. Not a single second of Homelander going scorched earth. If we were honestly waiting for that, if you were honestly waiting for that, then you could skip the episode. Someone tweeted, "Oh, here's Mudahar to LARP another fad." There's Mudahar. There he goes. He's doing it again. He's Mudaharing all over the place.
Leg.
Thank you.
With raised eyebrow face. With raised eyebrow face. With raised eyebrow face. With raised eyebrow. Mahjong tile. White flag. Transgender symbol. White flag. Transgender symbol. White flag.
Thank you.
Transgender symbol. White flag. Transgender symbol.
Appreciate it. I can't find any tweet that has Mudahar. Oh, maybe I said Muda. Muda Media. Do we have the tweet? Where he put like a notes app picture that he spelled important shit. It's so embarrassing that he did this. It's so embarrassing that he did this. Mudahar Media. I wish I grabbed this before the stream, but I was rushing. Where is this? Suing Noah Samsen. Dude, Grok. Ethan Klein is suing Noah. Yeah, here. So, he still put... The tweet's still up. Yeah, this is so fucking pathetic in retrospect. Because he obviously was like, oh, publicly this is bad optics. So now I'm going to pretend that it was... Dude, now I'm going to pretend that I wasn't just doing this to dick ride in the first place. In the last couple of weeks, a YouTuber, Noah Samsen, has uploaded a few videos labeling me as a genocide supporter in the title and thumbnail of the video. Today, me and the team sat down to watch them. Yeah, who is the team? Who is the team? And could not find a single clip of me supporting the Israeli government or any of its genocidal practices. Normally, I'd not engage with this discourse, but this has affected my businessness By the way, he consulted with a team of lawyers, and they told him that he should type something on Notepad and spell the thing that was affected incorrectly. That was what his lawyers obviously, his team of lawyers obviously looked this over. They his 5 lawyers. As a Muslim, I have always supported my people and never talked about this topic with much political knowledge. That said, you don't need to be knowledgeable to stand against the injustices by the IDF. And then there's all this, yeah, guys, I'm against this. Stop. And again, he addresses directly what his current problem with this was. In regards to Noah and his defamation, I have never wanted to financially harm or bring a lawsuit to a creator, but slander like this is far too extreme and unchecked, which at this time we are exploring legal action against Noah for defamation and slander. And yeah, again, this is the business. Curious how this will affect his business, where he talks about how Grand Theft Auto 6 wants to charge $100 for the 6th time, and Linux. It is just beyond pathetic. I'm sorry, it is just absolutely beyond fucking pathetic. Yeah, I had my lawyers look over this fucking Google Notes app tweet. This is how YouTubers apologize. No, I have no plan to. Wasn't a smart move to even cease and desist in retrospect. While I disagree with what he said about me, I think he has a clear right to say it. I don't want to destroy him financially over a video at legal fees.
It's as if Frogan expected her lawsuit to work out simply because she believed it would. Unfortunately, she is not an orc, who have all their ideas and
oh my god, it's the fucking Warhammer guy again.
In Warhammer 40k.
I think it's not even the Warhammer guy now. I think the chat is just involved. Everyone's doing. I didn't even recognize that. It's all just Warhammer. It's all Warhammer now. It's crazy. Can we get a fact check? But yeah, so that's Mudahar's stance on this. It's just cowardly. I don't know why. I don't know. My position on it is just like, I think that he deserved to be fucking shaken and rattled, and he made his little video. He was scared. Keep in mind, Noah Samson is like a defamation artist, in my opinion. He like, again, the stuff that he did with like Chud Logic in particular was completely outrageous. His non-apologies over and over again were really pathetic. This is the type of person who probably was always down the path of getting sued. I don't know. This is probably not the field I would have decided to pick that battle on. I think that he probably shit himself for about a year, waiting up until the last day. And if Ethan waited 2 more days, I think it would have been fine. But here we go. This is the Ethan Klein is suing me video.
The complaint presents 6 allegedly defamatory statements, including the title and thumbnail of my video, and it makes several claims related to statements made about Israel, Palestine, atrocity propaganda, Nakba denialism, misinformation, and more. There's a lot of stuff in this thing. It's 31 pages. For now, all I can...
31 pages in comparison, the Snark Lawyer. What was your thing, like 100 to 300 pages? Remember, a lot of pages when Ethan does it is because Ethan is trying to financially ruin people like Denims by making them have to do more billable hours. But when the idiots who don't know how to do law, or when they, sorry, I don't want to say they don't know how to do law, but like when lawyers that I would consider bad lawyers use hundreds of pages to describe extremely simple shit, then it's just like a tactic.
Say about the lawsuit itself is that I think Ethan's claims are meritless and I intend to defend against them. But to do this, I need your help. A full-length defamation trial can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't have that. So I started a GoFundMe. It's linked in the description and the pinned comment. You can also find it by searching Klein v. Samson on the internet. I set the goal at $200,000.
Yeah, you're gonna need more than $200,000, probably.
But any funds we raise above this goal will be donated immediately to Palestinian.
Oh, I remember Lust said something like, what could this part mean?
Bend the knee and play the stupid Warhammer game or whatever. It probably won't get taken down like Destiny 2 or whatever.
My
emote
God.
Emote spam.
Thank you.
Flash the Israel beat drop over this topic, please, boss.
So, Lust had an issue with this when I was watching some of his stuff recently. This fundraiser will be used to cover lawyer fees and any other expenses associated with the lawsuit. This might even be the video we looked at earlier. I just realized what other expenses associated with the lawsuit are. I imagine those are damages. That's the expectation, that if he loses this lawsuit, he can use the remainder of the funds to not only pay Ethan, but pay Ethan's lawyers if he's owed legal fees. That's what that means.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you
I
for
don't
the
even
$5,
think that he's
my
being.
man.
I don't think he's even being intentionally vague. It just clicked what that meant. Oh, interesting. He's capping out his legal. No, you can raise this. Keffel's just kept raising the value. I need this much money to sue the police. Now I need that much money to sue the police. Now I need that much money to sue the police. That's just what you'll keep doing. You'll see this number go up and up and up and up and up if they hit it. I mean, I don't think he's going to make it 500,000 of 200,000. It'll probably be 500,000 of like 700,000 if he ever hits that number. He's saying anything over goes to Palestine. Ooh, any funds in excess of the $200,000 goal, that might fuck him. I'm just realizing how that's worded. So if he does raise the
Nicholas
goal...
Nicholas DeOrio. Hey, I actually think you're a pretty funny guy.
He would be on the hook.
We've given it to you before, Nick. But to put it on the record in this fight against Noah, we the chosen people give you the J and K pass.
I think that might fuck him here. I didn't even think of... That's a fucking really good point. Why, that's a really good point, bro. Replay the video, he says something different. It doesn't matter what he says in the video. It only matters what he says on the paper. What does he say in the video?
Was up. Klein, order of video, and Palestalism in this thing. It's 31 pages. For now, all I can say about
Nicholas, yeah, I think
the goat.
I have to ask Lus about that, but my guess is he can only have $200,000. He'd have to start a different GoFundMe.
The lawsuit itself is that I think Ethan's claims are meritless and I intend to defend against them. But to do this, I need your help. A full-length defamation trial can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't have that. So I started a GoFundMe. It's linked in the description in the pinned comment. You can also find it by searching Klein v. Samson on the internet. I set the goal at $200,000, but any funds we raise above this goal will be donated immediately.
See, he's saying above this goal. That's not what his document says. His document explicitly says any funds in excess of the $200,000 goal. I don't think that can be incrementally raised. I don't think if he like, oh fuck, we need more money, guys. We're gonna raise the goal to 300,000 because we've crushed it. I actually don't think you can do that, but I don't know for a matter of fact. So don't take anything I say here as fact. That's an interesting argument you brought up. Once all legal proceedings conclude, why are people saying instantly? Any funds in excess will be donated to Palestinian aid. All money from the fundraiser will be donated once legal proceedings conclude. Where are you seeing instant? Yeah, it's all speculation. That's what Noah just said.
To $200,000, but any funds we raise above this goal will be donated immediately to Palestinian aid. And any...
Ooh, wait, you're right. No. So now it's any funds exceeding the $200,000 goal will be immediately donated. But on this paper, it's once legal proceedings conclude. I was thinking, oh, this is probably check with a lawyer. Now I'm starting to think it wasn't. That's weird. That's weird. So he's locked to 200,000 here. I think we all agree that he's likely locked to 200,000 unless he starts another GoFundMe that's separately done.
Money that goes unused or is recuperated once legal proceedings conclude will also be donated. Last year, around the time of Ethan's initial lawsuit threats, we did a fundraiser for UNRWA.
Yeah, why would you lock yourself down to just $200,000? That sounds like a Tectone crazy argument again, but that's probably like this. If this goes on for 5 years, you're going to need more than that.
An organization that provides aid to Palestinian refugees, and we raised over $500,000, so it would be cool if we could do something like that again. I'll be hosting a fundraising live stream.
Maybe he's just ignorant and thinks that like a lawsuit for $200,000 would be enough, and if it looks like it's going more than that, he'll just offer to settle with the remainder of the money. Or maybe he's banking on a settlement and he's just looking for them to pay for it. I don't know. $200,000 goal with no ability to increase that goal doesn't really give me a lot of hopes for him. It doesn't sound like he's planning on fighting this long term. Maybe he thinks it'll be a swift and decisive victory, but that seems fairly ignorant. You plan for like bad weather. You don't assume things are going to be easy.
This Friday, May 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's a marathon stream, so it will go for 4 days straight, maybe longer. We'll have lots of guests calling in to hang out, play games, or do tier lists or whatever else. So far, we've got FD Signifier, Boy.
So this was smart on his part. This is going to drive in a ton of people.
Hang out, play games, or do tier...
It also provides like a veil of unification, saying like this is the people against Ethan Klein.
Tier lists or whatever else. So far, we've got FD Signifier, Boy.
Awful.
Hey boy.
I don't know that guy.
Big Joel.
Awful.
Denims.
Awful.
iDub.
Awful.
Frogan.
Awful.
Elliot Sang. Chris Kunzler.
I don't know who the Elliot guy is. I light remember this guy. Overzealots. Never heard of him.
Spooky Scary Socialist.
Well, that sounds like a terrible name.
Ahmed Sarsour.
No idea who that is.
Colormind. Oli.
Nope.
Sunvia. Cavernacle.
Nope. Kavos' brother.
And more. We'll have lots of fun donation goals. You may get to see me chug a gallon of milk. Take
Again, this is smart. This is really smart.
a pie to the face. Wax my legs. Cosplay your favorite influencer. Do the
This is really, really smart, and it will incentivize this much. I think he will hit his goal. I would be shocked if he didn't hit his goal.
hot chip challenge.
And Denims could have done this the entire time, which is the craziest part. The craziest part is that Denims literally could have done this. Thank you guys for hitting the goal. You've run into the goal. Blah, blah, blah.
Run a marathon and more. We'll have the wheel going as well, like we did during the last fundraiser.
This is what Ian did after Creator Clash 2. Yeah, but like the issue with that is the event was bad and people were trying to use that money to justify the event's existence. It didn't work like that. This is like, I'm sorry, but when you get kind of fucked like this, if people aren't going to front you the money, you have to like debase yourself. You have to. You have to. Otherwise, you're on the hook for it. I don't care how wealthy it is. Nobody in this space, just even if this guy makes like fucking X amount of dollars per month that you would think is too outrageous for a streamer or a YouTuber to make, I don't know what his situation is. I don't think anybody's prepared to just drop $200,000 unless you're like rich like that. Yeah, dude, again, wow, this guy makes lots of money. He could just casually drop a Lamborghini on this lawsuit. No, I actually don't think he can. I don't think that might be a hot take on this one, but even though he probably makes a shitload of money and is able to bring in that much money in a single charity stream, doesn't mean that they're going to send that money to him if they weren't sending it to Palestine. I think that the charity stream breeds more money and people empty their pockets for a good cause. So yeah, I mean, I don't think people just casually have Lambo money to drop on a lawsuit.
And for the grand finale, if we hit $500,000, I will ride a bike 120
Noah also moved recently. Yeah, I don't know if he's renting or buying, but again, that's very expensive.
miles from San Diego to Hassan Piker's house to beg him for more money. Klein v. Samson, GoFundMe, link in bio. Donate to help defend free speech on YouTube and send money to Palestinian aid as well while we do it. Thanks for watching. See you on Friday.
Again, this is like the best play he probably could have made. He will get that money. What an awful way to be reminded that Ethan still exists. Definitely do not forget to countersue for expenses. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I'm sure the lawyer's on it. I don't think they need the YouTube comment to remind them. Ethan Klein is suing me is such a huge flex. Congrats. Get that lawyer fee in writing before the fundraiser or else they'll charge you whatever you raise. Yes. Yes, that's actually... Okay, that's good. Yes, good. Ethan Poopy Klein, allegedly. Imagine being sued by the infamous Reddit user known as Pedotroll. Ethan loves Israel and is bald. I don't think that... Like, I don't think that's true. Is Ethan bald? Are they saying that Ethan wears a toupee? Bro thinks the solution to his crash outs are lawsuits. Everybody say hi to H3. They're definitely going to be looking at the comments for an hour plus today. Hey! I am not H3. If Ethan is suing you, you're on the right side of history. Dude, tell that to Frogan. Anyway, I want to look, like, we're already at like 1 o'clock in the morning here, so I'm trying to gun the rest of this. So anyway, this is Frogan's money. She defaulted, or is defaulting. I imagine that's going to be accepted. 38,000. Noah Sampson, 59,000 in 1 day. Denims, 58,000 in 11 months. Not good. Carolyn Kwan will be a guest on Noah Sampson's fundraising marathon stream, and she is largely insufferable. I mean, we watched her the other day. She's the one that acted like she was personally floored. What was that clip? I forget. It's in the most recent VOD that's coming out in a couple days, but it was the one where she was like blown away at his clip of like looking at the phone and seeing Anissa. Or was it like the prostitute comment? Like she was personally affected by that.
Suing him.
Carolyn yawn. Again, I'm never gonna forget. Like Frogan is the rising star perpetually, whereas Carolyn Kwan is like the next face of Twitch politics, and we just never heard from her since. And we only hear about her in YouTube drama defending Hassan Piker or something.
Because Ethan Klein...
Yeah, she's leading the charge of politics. Every time they try to AstroTurf one of these like completely insufferable losers, it always leaves a hilarious title to reference for years to come. Yeah, Carolyn Kwan, the industry plant. I mean, that's just my opinion and clearly yours.
Suing him. Ethan Klein is suing him. So he's doing a fundraising stream to raise funds for that. And then everything left over will go to Palestinian aid groups. So
again, using Palestine to meet your goal is really smart. That's really, really fucking smart.
He's doing a fundraiser.
It might be a bit like morally reprehensible, but I mean, I don't care at this point. Listen, if we're getting sued, the gloves are off. Fuck it.
Saturday,
smart but evil. Well, I think it's only evil if like a large percentage of people who are donating are thinking that a lawsuit only costs like $50,000 and a huge amount of this money will probably go there, because I think there are idiots who are uninformed about that, but I think most people probably realize that he's going to need upwards of 200,000. Like he's going to need to put his own money in.
The 23rd to 25th.
I love her laugh. I don't think I've ever heard it. Did she just laugh now? It didn't register.
A Knight reached out, said he'd love to have me on, and I said I am so there. I am definitely down to help.
Raise money to defend slander. I think that's a bit. I have to imagine that they don't feel like it's met the standard. I have to imagine that that's not, or they just straight up believe it's not slander.
Out. We got a lot of the gang who will be making appearances and helping out. So I'll probably pop on Saturday. Not sure what I'll, because
dude. So yeah, she's gonna probably pop on Saturday. Isn't it funny that she said this and she just wasn't in Noah's video?
Nicholas DeOrio.
Noah Sampson announced Frogan and not her.
Blackpilled on this
Did
shit.
she just not answer his DM or just not get invited? And she's like, I'll just go to the stream. I'll just show up. I'll enter. Why wouldn't that be coordinated ahead of time? Oh, I just killed something that I wanted to look at. Fuck, I wanted to kill. Damn it. It was Ethan's subreddit. That's fine. We've seen enough positive comments in my own chat. His 500,000 goal had me cackling. Oh, yeah. So he's going to Hassan Piker's house. I didn't really make a reference to that when we were covering it, but I do think that is jovial. I can't imagine this defamation suit will go very far. It's laughably unserious. I think it's stupid to do this, but at the same time, I don't know Rom taking cases that he thinks are stretches. I think that Ethan typically sues people when he thinks he's got them by the balls. So I wouldn't be so sure of that. Still, will be costly. Yes. And I hope it raises a good amount. If Ethan wants to know why no one in the industry that matters will ever touch him with a 10-foot pole again, it is some shit like this. He'll either stalk or harass you for years. Again, I'm sorry. Covering people on YouTube who talk about stuff is not stalking. I don't think he stalked any of these people. I don't think he stalked Frogan when he was having her fucking served. I don't think he stalked Anissa when he looked at a picture she posted publicly on an IG story. I don't think he stalked iDubbbz when he covered him on his fucking YouTube channel. I don't think he stalked people when he covered them responding to things or talking shit about him. It's just such a pathetic way to look at stuff that these content creators all participate in. And really embarrassing. I saw a clip on the other day of Denham's stream. He was like, I don't want to be seen as the guy who's just suing everybody all the time. And she cuts to him gleefully talking about suing people. What else do we have? We love Noah. Can a mod pin this post? It'd be a real shame if our community didn't help this. It is so funny that Hassan literally begged these people to donate to Frogan, Denims, and Caseytron. And I guess comparatively, they did provide $150,000 of aid over 11 months but none of the individual streamers crossed what this guy did in one day. Goated movie t-shirt. The lawsuit is just evil, dude. What's wrong with Ethan? This lawsuit, more than any of the other ones, is blatantly indicative that Ethan is using the legal system to harass people. Well, I guess he'll win the slap, right? I guess he'll win a slap case. It's in California. They have a good slap law, so that's true. Then he'll just slap it down and donate all the money. I hope he has an e-bike and jorts. Yeah. Again, I don't know. I think this is good because people are in a don't donate phase after the first round of lawsuits, and Casey and Frogan has been so ensuring that it goes to Palestine. If not, actually, you know what's a really good fucking move for him right now? He's gonna have Frogan on his stream, so he'll lose all the goodwill. But everyone's just talking about how Frogan probably used her GoFundMe money, allegedly, for Uber Eats and Switch games. Because she justifiably could, based off the wording in her post. Not that there's any evidence that she actually did. So if Noah Sampson kind of snubbed her or scoffed at her and said, well, the rest of my money will be definitively going to Palestine, I think that would be a good push for him. I think that would have been a smart move for him to begin with. And Game Pass. Yeah, she's buying Game Pass right now. That's probably that would probably be a smart move for him. But instead, he's going to have her on the stream and talk about how sad they feel. Do you think, wait, Nick, do you think he'll actually have Frogan on the live stream to fundraise after she... Yeah, I think he will. He announced it. It would be kind of awkward if that didn't happen. So let's take a look at Luss's thing on this, and then we'll probably wrap it up for the night. Luss obviously has covered both the Frogan one, where he also mentioned our good pal Noah, and then this video right here.
Dude.
And you can check out, he's got full live streams going in depth on this more.
Ethan Klein is suing him for defamation based on a video that he made, alleging, we'll use those words, that Ethan Klein was guilty of supporting a genocide. The genocide he was speaking of would be...
And I think, like, isn't Ethan's biggest pull here that one clip? I don't want to find this clip again. I couldn't find it last time. I abstained. Just go look at my last VOD. I think we found it eventually. Where he's talking about how it's like, get in the water's fine. Just make videos on Ethan Klein or whatever. It allows us to like boost the message. That was how I remembered it. I'm never going to be able to find this.
In Palestine.
I thought that was like Ethan's probably his strongest point.
So Noah Samson, at the point in time, he was not being sued. He raised $500,000.
Anti-Slap only covers frivolous lawsuits. If Ethan can show he lost sponsors after Noah's video, then it'll make it past Slap and go forward. Opioids? I was just responding to the comment.
Just another grift for more money. Worst case, Noah and Frogan can meet Keffels in Ireland, where I just found out that the big Warhammer 40k convention will take place at the end of the year.
Well, this is the big question for you, to the chatters. How will Ethan be able to differentiate sponsors he lost overall from all of the Content Nuke videos and Denims and Frogan and Casey Tron and all the stuff that he's already like talking about? How is he going to differentiate this individual video's impact? How do we know the sponsors that he could have lost the day after this video weren't lost already before? Maybe even from Snark subreddits or something like that. Maybe from, like, Ethan was getting it from every possible angle. So he's going to have to prove that the loss that he took was from directly Noah and not just all of the other stuff he was already doing. You know, like the reason why Billy Mitchell, and I know it's Australian court, I'm not trying to say it's 1-to-1. The reason why Billy Mitchell was able to prove a severe damage from Karl Jobst is because he had it in writing that a sponsor or a person did not let him attend. He was supposed to host an event, and he had the person state that it was Karl Jobst's video and the backlash from that caused him to be stripped from his role in hosting that event while he still would go on to attend it. That was a definitive... It's not just that he lost a sponsor after the fact. So that's the kind of thing I would expect Ethan to probably show, is a sponsor stating that. And I don't know if they do that, if they explain it. Australia court is kangaroo court. Yeah, I don't know how you can really differentiate a lost sponsor when they were already getting butt fucked from every direction by the entire fucking half of the internet that supported Hassan Piker in this conflict. This was like, this was into it. We were already getting into it at this point.
For Palestine, he is now raising money for his own...
I know you love Billy, Nick, but he wouldn't have won an American court. Well, luckily, it's an American court right now. Karl can fight his good fight. He should have won. He absolutely should have won, and I'm glad he did. I didn't love Billy before the lawsuit, but I sure as hell love him now, because Karl was an absolute piece of shit throughout that entire situation.
Legal fees. Let me repeat this again. There is a...
Were you talking about Noah's comment about how there should be more Ethan videos? Yeah, I think that's probably Ethan's strongest argument.
Palestine kicker, and the kicker is quite interesting. So should he raise more money, he'll donate it to Palestine, but his legal fees will be more important than Palestine. I think Noah, unless I am
Well, I mean, again, that's kind of Karl's problem for living in Australia. If he lived in America, it's just,
completely
I don't know.
Out of line here.
I don't know if you could say that he wouldn't have won in America. I don't know the mechanics of it, but like that's where he lives.
I don't think
Billy's a bad guy.
Noah is very wealthy. Having live streamed on YouTube for 3-4 months, I can tell you there really is a chunk of money in it if you grow as big as Noah.
It's his first video at the 1 hour mark. Let me look. Noah, Samson, Ethan Klein. It's the YouTubers who supported genocide. Let us look at this. But again, Carl has the ability to win it back right now. He's currently exploring legal options, and Billy is participating. Let's see. The 1 hour mark of this video is right here. Yeah, the very end of it.
These criticisms are irrelevant. They are beneath consideration. The people who levy these criticisms do not talk about politics until it's time to make a Hassan bad video. This is the case with all of the slop tubers who shared the smear campaign. Ethan here might argue that he does have a stake in the pro-Palestine movement, as he has referred to himself as a stalwart ally to this cause.
Okay, I think this is probably where we're at.
Pause.
I've been a stalwart.
No.
What are you doing? But if I told you that, this don't...
Dude, I love Chrome. I love Chrome! I love Chrome! I love Chrome!
Of stalwart ally.
Oh wait, this is the responded video. I'm just stupid, actually. I'm sorry.
Campaign. Ethan here might...
That is the wrong one. That is the wrong one. Oh, dude, where is this? Noah Samson. Genocide. I expect there to be a lot of videos on this subject. Is his video not up anymore? Oh, okay, there it is. YouTubers are back to genocide.
If you like...
Around the 1 hour mark.
Them to the reality and history of the genocidal Zionist project. That's a really good thing. That's a really important thing that he's doing. And I think many of you can probably also help out with that. Most of you have smartphones and cameras and TikTok. So go ahead, start posting about it. Spread the word. Aside from being a morally good thing to do, it's also becoming sustainable. You know, it's algorithmically...
Yeah, guys, hating Ethan Klein is algorithmically sustainable. You should make more videos about
viable. The Ethan Klein crash out industrial complex is booming. And we can harness it as a propaganda machine to...
We can harness our Ethan Klein videos as a propaganda machine to lead to more Palestine support is not something you should say in a video like this. That is a crazy fucking thing to say.
Zionism for the genocidal ideology.
Like this is, yeah, when I first watched this, I'm like, this is probably it. That's the one.
That it is. You may have the feeling, as I often have, that the history books will look back upon these times and those who supported the Gaza genocide.
Yeah, that has stuck with me the entire time since I heard it. It's like, yeah, that's probably why they picked him.
Noah is not a small-time YouTuber. He is not a individual. In fact, the Palestine...
Imagine proudly saying that you make propaganda. You should hear the clip he had to remove from a video when he talked about how things should escalate. That's just how I'll word it. Yeah.
Palestine donations have shown that he can raise a considerable amount of money, $500,000, and now he's going to raise money for his legal defense, similar to Frogan, Denon's, Caseytron. It seems that the first thing you do when you are sued today as an influencer is raise money. I don't think this is good for the legal system. A lot of people will say, oh, no, it's good, like it's for the defense and so on. So we have to take it from two perspectives. Raising money to sue somebody, that would be like Denon's. Raising money to sue Ethan Klein for defamations, chibi reviews.
Oh, yeah, that's another one. Dude, we're seeing so many of these things. People are losing faith in GoFundMe. They're just losing faith in GoFundMe. Chibi reviews is one example. If you don't know about that one, it's absolutely absurd. The Keffels one rings in everyone's ears still. As long as it's been, people are going to remember that Keffels one for a while. And now Frogan's getting the ire because people are asking, where's the money, Frogan? Where's the money?
He raised a bunch of money to sue the people who supposedly doxed him.
Also, yeah, again, when Denims was going to sue Ethan Klein, woo, you go, girl. You're a badass. When Ethan sues Denims, you're abusing those poor defenseless women. You misogynistic monster. It is interesting how they play their games.
He never did it, and he kept all the money to himself. That is a big danger.
What happened to Chibi's GoFundMe? Nobody knows. He was going to sue a doxer on Twitter, and there's just been no update with that. So, I mean, you can decide what you think happened to it.
I think that paints the legal system in a very ugly...
No, Denim's refunded. Denims did not steal the money.
...way, where influencers...
She realized, oh, this is expensive, and gave all the money back.
...can raise money to sue other people. In Chibi Review's case, he was going to sue a
it's in here.
random user on Twitter, and then just keep the money and say, hey guys, yeah, I couldn't sue him. So that is a very common outcome. Now, Dennis raised a bunch of money to sue Ethan Klein, and then she did refund the money, but that's the rare case. 9 times.
Why is he saying 500,000 for lawyers? Because he didn't. I don't think he did that.
Times out of 10, the person raising money as a plaintiff will keep the money. Or a GoFundMe as a defendant is a very bizarre thing, right? In real life, you're not going to see this too much.
Again, I think that this is like what's going to happen. I think that I think that anyone in this position with a large audience who gets sued is going to just make a GoFundMe, and you just have to hope the person who's doing it isn't a huge piece of shit.
Typically speaking, when a plaintiff sues a defendant, they're going to sue the defendant. They're not going to fundraise, not sue, have to refund.
And again, a GoFundMe is the only way you can compete with somebody at the wealth level of Ethan. So to expect people not to do that would be insane.
So Noah, even though he has raised quite a bit of money for Palestine, which I think is
the stream goals are separate from GoFundMe.
Great thing, the money is going to him first. Right, so this money that you would be donating to his legal fund could otherwise be donated to Palestine, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, but again, they already donated like $150,000 to Denim's Frogan and Caseytron in combination. So I mean, Palestine was eating as good in those lawsuits as the cancer charities were eating in Creator Clash 2. If you catch my drift.
Or logically, that makes sense. He's got all these, he's got a 4-day event. We'll probably check in on him over the weekend. One of the bigger things is if he's raised a good chunk of money, he's actually going to bike to Hassan's place. So he clearly knows who his audience is. You can see previously he had Arab's podcast, which is...
Yeah, we saw that already. There's the guests. So yeah, this is mostly what we talked about.
Now, we're probably due for a big charity live stream as well.
Oh, Lus is going to do a charity stream.
If you want to play this game of being a influencer, you must have a charity. And in this case, Noah's charity is himself. Very, very amicable of him.
Yeah, I'm going to say, though, if I got sued, my charity would be myself. But I don't know. I don't really care about any of this other stuff. So, like, I don't know. You're not going to catch me doing a charity stream for, like, world events.
So, Noah is going to raise a bunch of money, just like Dennis, just like Frogan, just like Caseytron. iDubbbz is actually and iDubbbz will also be up here.
Dude, iDubbbz is looking at Noah being like, bro, I don't want to be you, man. That'd be crazy if I was you. LMAO funny, but it's understandable. Yeah, I'm not even gonna insinuate there's a chance I wouldn't do a GoFundMe. I'd do it in a heartbeat. 100%.
So it's a very interesting team of people raising money for charity for Noah. I think H3 Snark pointed out that it was really great that Noah did this charity fundraiser at the $500,000 mark. By that time, he wasn't being sued. Once you get sued, all you can think about is yourself. Because
yes. Yeah, 100%, yeah.
You're on a lifeboat and you're just flopping around.
Again, I don't know how... I know people keep saying Noah makes a lot of money. His videos are very successful. But again, I don't think people just got Lamborghinis dropping on fucking lawsuits, man. I don't think there's like a fucking Tamarario in your garage just ready to be sold or whatever to pay off this bill. That's a lot of money, man. I gotta be real with you. That's a lot of fucking money. Yeah, I mean, this could cost you like $300,000 plus. I don't know.
I just saw Keffels.
Are they supposed to have no money left?
On Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Nick, I heard that Chibi Reviews commissioned a specialty chair with the GoFundMe money. It sort of looks like the skull throne that the blood god Corrin sits on. You can serve the chaos god of war in Total War.
Thank you. All right, guys. That's the update.